for the custom season game, week 16. I just said that. As the 8-6 Giants look to knock off for the second time this season. This time the 12-2 Redskins. Now after that Giant loss to the Redskins they had back in week 7, Redskins lost to the Cardinals, but they were able to bounce back and get, let's see, 6-2, get 6 more wins. Sup, man? But the Giants have been on literally a tight, like a thin sheet of ice with their playoff hopes. Sup, Steven? So far, the Giants looking to win this game and possibly clinch their playoff hopes for the 6th seed. Yeah, for the 6th seed. And the Redskins hoping to end their playoff hopes. Well, not really end, but thinner that sheet of ice that they are on right now, to the point where it's nearly breaking through. But that Redskins, Cowboys, last two games of the custom season. The settings are all Madden Arcade. Last time these two faced, they were on simulation. Now they're facing on arcade mode. Acceleration clock off. Redskins, windy, 4:15. Let's get this game underway. Who wins in this matchup? Now, the Redskins have already clinched their, I think, what was it, 2017, 2018, 2019, their 4th NFC East title in a row. And how I know this, I found my notebook which has all the custom seasons in. But Giants right now trying to at least finish second. Now, the last time the Giants made the playoffs, they had a 13-3 record. Ended up going 4-12 last time. And let's see what happens here. Giants. Redskins, 12-2. Giants, 8-6. Giants looking to win to clinch their playoff hopes. They lose. They have to win against Dallas. We're here at FedEx Field. Oh, Steven's gonna not like that name. We're here at FedEx Field here, trying to see what goes on. Trying to see what the Redskins can do. They had a near loss to go 6-1 against the Giants in week 7. Week 16. Do the Giants have anything to bring in this game? They lost 16-14 against the Lions. They look to go 9-6 and get one step closer to their first double-digit winning record since 2018 custom season. And that they finished 3rd in their division at a 13-3 record, and they still made the playoffs. They ended up getting demolished by the Lions in the wild card round. Like Kelly Jr. right there on the sidelines. They got him. You also got to watch out for Slayer Axel, your wide receiver and kick returner. Aldrich Osas will begin to kick it away once we get to that animation. Yes, we will. And week 16 finally is underway. Axel returns it, and he will get tackled at the 23-yard line. So Kelly Jr. right now has only thrown 5 picks on the season, and a total of 20 touchdowns. His father, however, has had his worst season yet, but still an 8-6 with around, I think, what was it, 10 picks and 8 passing touchdowns? I have to recheck on that stat. The Washington Redskins with a demolished win over the Dallas Cowboys last week. Exactly, I think it was near a week ago that we had our last game too. So Junior will be line up shotgun with Thompson in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Can he get anything done? He passes. Has caught the ball, which has been Junior for the first down. Not for the first down, but for a 7-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and 3 for Washington. Now this team I used to commentate for a lot, and this team was awesome. Washington with their setup was doing awesome. They went, before the Browns went 19-0, they were the first team to go 19-0. And the Browns did the season after. But Adrian Peterson get tackled ahead for the first down, or 3rd and inches. But is the offensive line for your Washington Redskins. And obviously, I don't know why Geis is there, but it's Thompson you gotta look out for. If not, it is Geis, I don't know. But it will be 3rd and inches. Redskins looking not to have to go for a punting situation there on their first drive. Single back formation right now with a wide receiver there. They're looking. Looks like blitz the Giants. We have a man in motion. It's a 5-man rush, and Peterson easily gets the first down and be tackled down at the 39-yard line. So now it'll be 1st and 10 for this Redskin team. Looks like they're doing the Christmas crash, so I can't run that. Peterson, as so far doing pretty good on the rush, but will it pay off though? Will this Redskins team try and pay off, go 13-2? They have never had a season when they had 2 losses or they've had 3 losses or more. The Giants team already beat them once. Can they do it again? Pass is caught to 86 Jordan Reed, and it'll be a 1st down. No, not 1st down. Oh my God. Here's the defensive lineup for the New York Giants, and obviously those linebackers you have to watch out for, including the secondary. But on 3rd downs, really you don't have to watch out for them as much on 3rd downs. But they have been getting a little bit better on 3rd downs. But when it comes postseason time, they gotta lock it down. If they make the postseason, they're already on a thin sheet of ice. Single back formation on the 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. They hand off. No, yes, they do hand off to Adrian Peterson. Then Peterson gets down to the 46 for a 4-yard gain. So now it'll be 3rd and 3. Dexter Lawrence the second with the tackle. His first tackle of the night. There's the Giants looking to try and stop the Redskins on a 3rd down situation. 3rd and 3. And that's Geis in the backfield with Junior. Here we go. The pass is caught to 17, and he's down to the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. McLaurin wide open. Beats his man wide open. That's going to get him down to the 5-yard line. It wasn't wide open there, just that Jenkins couldn't get him. He couldn't undercut the route. McLaurin gets him first, and then Barry was just lucky to tackle him. Looks like he would have ran away, but Barry had the right angle. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Giants are really horrible on red zone stops. 4 wide outs. Geis there. 3 men on the line. And Junior's going to run it in for a touchdown. Saw the hole, and the quarterback will put up the first points of the game for Washington. And this team now starting to look like they're 12-0 selves. The 12-2 selves, my bad. Only 2 undefeated teams. That is the Vikings and the Patriots. 2 undefeated teams. They got 1 more game after this. Both teams 15-0. Well, Patriots 15-0. We don't know about the Vikings yet, but that is Keenum with the hold, and the kick is good. So Washington will lead 7-0 in the first quarter. And the Giants really need to do something here. Because you got the Eagles winning, and then that puts pressure there. If the Giants lose, that puts pressure on the Giants. They have to win this game. Because if they lose and then lose to the Cowboys, and the Eagles win that game, then that means the Eagles would then probably be boosted up, maybe possibly boosted up to that 6th seed. I think I said they beat the Seahawks. Yeah, they did. No, I don't think they played the Seahawks. Either I said they beat the Seahawks, or they didn't play the Seahawks. Or they did and they lost, but, you know. Giants get the ball, 3:10 to go. And Brody Axel, not Slayer, this is Brody Axel kneeling the ball. So now Kelly Sr. now coming out to play for this Redskins team. Having one of those worst seasons as a quarterback, but he is trying his best. He has made this team go from a 4-12 last season to improving expectations. Even if they do not make the playoffs, this is still an upgrade from what they had last season. Down 7-0 to the Giants. Why did I say that? Down 7-0 to the Redskins. With 3:10 to go in the first, they run I formation, 2 wideouts. Possible passing situation, but I want to say it's more of a run to Saquon. No, it is a passing situation. Pass deep down the field, incomplete to Evan Ingram. And now the second down. But here is your Giants offensive lineup. The line's pretty good, but then you got Barkley, Ingram, Tate, and Axel. Gallman sometimes, but you can't really count him all the time. Now be 2nd and 10 for New York. Trying to get back into this. Trying to get back into this game right now. But single back formation, 2 wideouts to the right. Barkley in the backfield. They play action it again. And that pass is just way overthrown. But remember, they had this game they started against the Lions, I think, also the same way. But we'll get back to that later. Here's a defensive lineup for the Redskins. And, I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, yes, you have to watch out for him. But Darren Bolin and Yale Former and Josh Norman, you have to watch out for him. Collins maybe, but not all the time. That'll be 3rd and 10. Also, like I was getting said to this, I think I said something about the Giants and the Lions. They start out this game kind of like the same way against the Lions, but they end up scoring 14 points in the loss. See it back to pass for the first passing play this time. He's going to run it. He's to the outside. He gets the first down. He's going to get a lot more. And gets tackled down with a 20-yard rush down at their own 45-yard line. Can't find anything open. I've only did that a few times there, but did not try to force those passes. He did have a man wide open though. He just threw that kind of inaccurate. Holcomb can't get there, and that is, I think, Bolden. Well, yeah, Darren Bolden with the stop. Luckily, he doesn't fumble. But remember, Skonik is still the league leader in forced fumbles. He got, I believe, another 2 last week. See it back to pass for a 3rd time, and that pass is caught to Sterling Shepard down to the 49-yard line for a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6 right now for the New York Giants. Sterling Shepard with a 4-yard gain after that. Dunbar with the tackle. And Giants in now enemy territory. Do they have enough to try and push through? Usually on the first drive ends up into a field goal. Washington was able to score a touchdown. Can the Giants do the same? This will most likely, hopefully, possibly be a shootout game. Still no rushing, well, until the 2, besides the 2 rushing plays by the Giants, and I'll be 3rd and 1 at the 46. Kerrigan with the tackle. And for minute 46, minute 45, counting down here in the first, they possibly will hand it off to Saquon. Kind of seems like that. Looks like a 5-man rush. Looks like from, yes. No, yes, it is a 5-man rush. And Cena's going to run all the way to the outside. He's got running room. He's down to the 30, to the 20, and gets tackled by Yale Former. No, that's actually Josh Norman, the former Panther. And they're down to the red zone at the 20. So really, it's been the rushing game by the quarterback. So it looks like he's taking more chances. He's lucky he's not fumbling, but it almost got hit by Collins and Norman, but maybe even both. Kerrigan was chasing after him too there. And that tackle will actually go to Kerrigan. Down by a touchdown I formation. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. It's at a 5-man rush. They play action it again on the boot. He's going to run again. He's going to find a first down. And he's not going to get the touchdown though. He'll be stopped at the 2-yard line. Maybe if he kept on running, maybe he possibly would have gotten a touchdown, but I can't see in front of me. I can't see what he's seeing, so yeah, he stopped to try and see what was happening, but once again, another good rush, but he's got to be careful. He does not want to get injured before postseason time. They got Daniel Jones, who's never played a snap, here, and this is what's going to come down to it. See, it looks like the block from Axel just didn't get them, and he probably was going to get tackled by Josh Norman before he hit the plane too. So now 39 seconds to go in the second quarter. Looks like a sixth or seven man rush. Oh yeah, just nothing to go there. It'll be a 2-yard loss for Saquon Barkley. Second and goal now, and that will possibly lead to one of the last plays of the first quarter. So 20 seconds to go in the first. Second and goal. There's no blocking there. Axel tried to get there last second, just not enough. And I formation again for this team. This will be the last play of the first. So can they score a touchdown here? They hand off to Barkley again. Can't get anywhere. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Third and goal. Bostic with the tackle. When we come back to the second quarter, third and goal. Giants ball at the 2-yard line. We're back here. Down at the 2-yard line to begin the second quarter. Third and goal for the New York Giants, trying to score a touchdown on their first possession. If they do, that'll be good because this defense doesn't seem like they're going to do a whole lot today. In Landover, Maryland. 2 wideouts. Play action. No, not play action. Barkley's going to get in the end zone. That is a rush, and I thought it was play action. No, that was a rush to Barkley, and it'll be a touchdown for New York. So New York looking to tie it, and this might actually be a shootout. Depends whose defense can break through first, and Barkley just, seemed to get pulled over. He was getting blocked by his lineman, but got through, got pushed forward, and now 7-6. Oliver Grosas's kick is good. And this game is tied at the beginning of the second quarter. Scoring summary, 3 rushes, 2 yards for Saquon Barkley. And now Kelly Jr. will seem to try and go back on the field with another rushing touchdown. What's up, Blake? So 5:58 left to go in the second quarter. Slayer Axel looking to return this for the NFC East champions, which was kind of not really that hard to predict after the first 2 weeks. So Slayer takes it out. He gets past the 25 and gets down to maybe the 26-yard line. He does. Here for progression, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Redskins scored on a rushing play by the quarterback last time. Kelly Sr. was rushing nearly all the time on that drive. Handed off to Saquon Barkley on the last play of their drive, and ended up scoring a touchdown. So the game tied at 7. Does the Redskins have enough to score a touchdown back and hopefully stop this Giants offense? Now remember, the last time these two teams met was in simulation mode in week 7. That was before we switched it to arcade mode for the Cardinal side. Thompson with the run, and Thompson's going to get down to the 33-yard line for 2nd and 3. So Thompson with the 7-yard run. Let's see what happens here.
Just kidding. He is mad.
Well, they hand it off to Thompson again with a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. So is Nick mad still? Is Nick mad? Is he screaming or some shit?
Nick is super mad.
I'm not surprised. He could still make the playoffs, so. 3rd and 3 for Washington. What happens here? I have 5:03 left to go. They hand it off to Peterson, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. No, he gets tackled for a 2-yard gain. My bad. And it'll be 4th and 1 for Washington. So it looks like they have to punt the ball. Defense comes up big. That's what the New York Giants want to see. So a possible drive that could have possibly been a touchdown will now possibly go over to the Giants for a possible touchdown or field goal. Pat Shurmur's defense now starting to get some momentum. Let's see what happens here. Brody Axel will be back to return this punt. Just no one there to block, and the punt takes a not so good bounce. And May's kick is going to be in the end zone, and they'll be starting at the 20. So here's some of the highlights so far, I guess. It is just tackles from there. Nice replays, my guy. Can't show the actual runs, you have to show the tackles. But now 4:32 left to go in the half. Here in week 16. Week 16, one more week to go, and that determines what happens. The Giants, remember, they have a trend against this team. They usually play one half, but don't play the other. Barkley gets a 4-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 6. But remember, like I said, just like last game, just like the last time these two teams met, even though the Giants won, they stopped playing in the beginning. It's like they stopped playing good in the beginning of the second half. But they did end up coming back and winning. Let's see if that changes here. Barkley tries to fit through the gap, doesn't get anywhere. It'll be 3rd and 6 now for New York. So, a run by QB on a passing play, or a pass that will be caught. That would be awesome. I think the passing thing's bullet. No, wait, we only did pass for 4 yards. Had to Sterling Shepard. Kelly looking to pass, he does. Looking to pass still, he drops back. That pass is fired and caught by Michael Crabtree. And it'll be 1st and 10, New York. Gain of 10 yards by Michael Crabtree, and now, let's see what happens. Now, your boy does have 80 career wins. Just go watch the newest video after you see this game. I'll be posting that to Facebook. Not the Facebook chat I was complaining about earlier, but another one I did. And Kelly Sr. was immediately sacked after that by Allen, and maybe a 6-yard loss. Sorry for my boy called right there, but I was busy talking about something that just happened too fast. I really couldn't get anything. But not Josh Allen. Allen will get the sack. Jonathan Allen gets the sack. Just no blocking on him. It'll be a 6-yard sack, and now Giants face up with a 2nd and 16. So as the Giants now try and complete this first down, let's see what happens here. They have completed first downs before in these situations, but will it work? 2nd and 16. Here we go. He is going to run with it, and he almost gets the first down. That was close. He did get a 15-yard gain. No, 14-yard gain, I guess. And it will be 3rd and 2 for the New York Giants. 3rd and 2 for New York as they try to complete this first down. Looks like a 5-man rush here. Oh. And he's going to get sacked again. Ryan Kerrigan. First sack of the night, and it'll be 4th and 11 for New York. It seemed like he was chasing after Barkley, then realized that Senior was there. He couldn't get anywhere off. I don't know. I see he just turned around. Like after he saw Barkley have the ball, I guess in his hands, he just, okay. Now I see the quarterback. I guess he wanted to try and throw to, possibly was it Barkley? I guess he wanted to throw to him, and 2-minute warning. So both second possession drives go nowhere. Yeah, the 2-minute warning, and they were both lead off the punts. But the Giants right now, they're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive with this game. If they win, they'll most likely clinch the 6th seed. The Lions have already clinched the playoff berth, so they'll be the 5th seed. The Giants need this one to clinch a playoff berth. And that punt stopped at the 1-yard line. Knight took a nice bounce, took a nice giant bounce. I would have stopped a little bit before the goal line too. So now they have to drive 99 yards in a matter of how many minutes? And a minute 51 seconds. Have to drive 99 yards for a touchdown. Giants do get ball at the end of half, so if they stop them here, that'd be good. But if they did get a score though on their last drive, that would have been even better.
Ready?
Looks like they'll be blitzing here, trying to go for a safety, but will that backfire? You got one of your linebackers going. They hand it off. That is Thompson. Gets past the first down. Peterson, actually, my bad. Gets 17 yards on that. Could have had more if he didn't, if he broke the tackle faster. And now with a minute 37 seconds left, now they're on 18-yard line. Be first and 10. Had to get to the 11-yard line, but gets to the 18, so picks up, looks like 7 more yards past the first down marker. Trucks 2 men off him. The only Jenkins, I think a linebacker, not too sure. They tried blitzing to get the safety. It did not work. Looks like completely fell off there, and now it'll be first and 10 for Washington at their own 18. Snap it. Pass is complete. And now with a minute one left, they call immediate timeout. Timeout in the second quarter. Our score is still 7-7. So if our first game being in the winter break, or at least for me, a Christmas break, my bad. Let's see what happens. Later tonight, if I have time, we will do the Giants and Cowboys game. If I do not, we'll probably most likely do that tomorrow. Junior, snap it. That pass is caught. Oh, Jordan Reed. No, that's Axel. It's like jukes twice, and they call their second timeout. So down at their own 44-yard line now, has to get to. Even though if they do score a field goal, it's still good. If they score a field goal, it's good for the Giants because then they're only down by a possession still. If they score a touchdown, you have to score a touchdown back because I thought this was going to be a shootout, but both teams stopped on third down, my bad. One with a sack, one with a stoppage. It's a regular stoppage, but looking to pass. Junior's going to run, and then he's going to get tackled at the 45. So he already has a rushing touchdown. It looks like it's one there. Dexter Lawrence with the tackle will be 2nd and 9 for Washington.
Jet to the ball! Jet to the ball!
And no huddle it. See what happens here. They have 28 seconds, mostly the last play of the half. They run it with Junior. Well, they have a timeout left. That's going to be a rush. Big rush for Junior. Down at the 32-yard line. You can't even stop that. Like, he had him wrapped up, and they just, Shale just completely missed the tackle. He had him. Slides down at the 32-yard line. They have a timeout left. 10 seconds to go. Timeout is called. And Washington called its final timeout, looking to kick the field goal before the half to lead at halftime. Giants do block this kick. That would be amazing, but we'll see now. They're down at the 32-yard line. This is gonna be something to go. This is gonna be something else, and they miss it. It'll be from the 39-yard line, so a 49-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up and through, and the Washington Redskins will lead 10-7 with 6 seconds left at half. Possibly just, he would have made it anyway, even if it was a 50-plus yard, maybe a 52, a 52, 53-yarder. But John Gruden's Washington Redskins, I think it's John Gruden, not too sure, looking to win against the Giants, get redemption after what happened in Week 7. But remember, that was in MetLife. We're in Landover. That was in MetLife. We're in FedEx Field. And this has become a different game because of the different changes with now the Giants being on the road. Axel will return it, and they now with 3 seconds to go, they will probably just be a knee, and that will be halftime. The Giants try to do something here, try and win this kind of. They do get ball back at the end of the half, so they could just kneel it, and that'll be it. But no, it looks like they're going for the pass. Hail Mary? Nah, don't go for the Hail Mary. Might be a Hail Mary, I don't know. Pass deep down the field, it is picked off by Josh Norman, so that really doesn't matter. That adds to his pick count, so really just not a good play. Axel couldn't get there, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Third quarter coming up. Our score 10-7. Washington going into the second half. Wait, how do we have -1 passing yards? I don't even know. But there's the rushing touchdown that got to a 7-0 lead for the Redskins. Here's one of the passes that led them to that rushing touchdown, my guy. That was McLaurin getting tackled before the end zone, and really just nothing else to show. So now the Giants will get ball back. Hopefully that interception really doesn't ruin their momentum. Washington looking to win this game, go 13-2, and most likely win their last game against the Eagles. So the third quarter gets underway here. Giants looking to, remember last season though, that was a close game for the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. That was a very close game, but the Eagles played like they did against the New York Giants, and the Washington should have an easy time winning that game. So New York with 1 turnover, the Giants with, and the Redskins with none. That kick will be due to at least, I think, 6 yards deep in the end zone. And now down by 3, let's see what the Giants can do. Last possession, they have to punch it away after a sack. Senior looks like going more run-friendly, but not like more Saquon Barkley run-friendly. That was what they tried to do against the Atlanta Falcons. It did not work. That's what they tried to do against the Falcons. Did not work because they neutralized or slew Barkley down. It's the quarterback doing it. Got 6 men up against the line. High formation, a handoff to Barkley. Barkley finds a hole, and he will get down to the 33-yard line. So now it'll be 2nd and 2. Have to get to the 35-yard line. 5:49 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 2 for New York. They look to try and convert this one to get another first down. Down by 3. We're trying to maybe take the lead here. Pass is caught to Evan Ingram. Gets down to the 47. So actually, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good pass. Better than Needle. Luckily, no one came back and batted it to the ground or picked it off. But Giants right now, they need to start doing something on this offense, because now they're down to the 47. Let's see if they can do anything on this drive. They scored a touchdown last time on their first possession. They hand off to Barkley, so they're handing it to him a lot. They handed it off to him a lot more to get down to the 50-yard line. I'd say more 49, but 50-yard line, 7 rushes for 17 yards. Yeah, they're kind of not running the ball to him a lot. But say if you get down to maybe 10 yards, that's when you have to do something. Single back formation, 3 wide outs, tight end. And hand off to Barkley, who gets nowhere, but flag comes down. There'll be a face mask on Washington. So they call that one, and that will be on Cole Holcomb, and that will be down to the 35-yard line. So now, instead of it being third down, third down. Instead of being third down, it will be first down and 10 at the 35. Washington really trying to hold on to this game. New York trying to at least get a win to clinch the NFC, to fill up the NFC playoff board. They will be 6th seed. The Lions will be 5th seed. It just depends on who gets the 3rd and 2nd seed. Senior's going to run with it. Age 33 running. He breaks the tackle. Oh, and he's going to slide down past the first down marker to the 23-yard line. Had to get to the 25. Gets 2 yards after that. 7 yards after the initial contact. The Giants now near red zone territory. First down and 10 for New York. See there, he just breaks off the number 56. Gets kind of blocked by Penny, and because of that, he is unable to get more yardage. But I think that's kind of lucky because he was able to slide down. Kerrigan looks like stopped by his own player to get from getting the tackle, and that's probably why he got those 2 yards. Oh, really quick play action to Tate. He jukes out a man and gets tackled by 56. Foster. And Golden Tate's first reception. It will be 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. So Not a goal situation. Has to get really to the goal line, but it's kind of like a goal situation. You see the first down marker is half yard on the half-yard line. Pass incomplete. Luckily, that was not picked. Pass looks like intended for Michael Crabtree, but it was too quick. It was just too contended over in that area. And that'll be 2nd and 10. So if the Giants kick a field goal, they do tie up the game. They score a touchdown, they lead the game, and then if the Washington Redskins score a touchdown, they'll be fine. They can just, all they have to do is score a touchdown back. Or if they score a field goal, they have to keep up with Washington still. New York back to pass. That pass is caught to Axel for a touchdown. New York with the touchdown, and they lead this game 13-10 before the extra point with 3:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter, which I think was the amount of time they were left in the 1st quarter when Washington scored. So kind of coincidental there. It starts getting a little bit nighttime now here. Hopefully everyone's gonna have a good Christmas. Hopefully everyone does have a good Christmas when it pops up, and a good Christmas Eve. So this will now be at 15, all be held. So 32 yard extra point attempt is good. And it'll be 14-10 New York. Is New York back on top looking. Looks like they didn't play so much in the first half, because now they might be starting to show that momentum, like, hey, we played somewhat in the first half, now we just have to play more in the second, and we'd be set here against this game. They need this win to clinch the 6th seed. Even if they go 9-7, won't be enough, because the Panthers, if Panthers win both games, and Giants win this, or lose this, and then win against Dallas, it wouldn't be a matter. Even though the Panthers did not face the Giants, it depends on who wins then, if it's between those teams. Green Bay is officially out of the playoff hunt. They were out of the playoff hunt after last week with a loss. 6-8. Because the Giants went 8-8. And they will be out. Hunter Gross will kick it away to Washington. 3:10 to go in the 3rd. That'll be returned by Axel. Axel gets to the face mask call there on New York there. So that looks like face mask calls all over the place now. With 3:07 to go in the 3rd. Grant Haley with the face mask called on to be down at their own 39. So Washington most likely score a touchdown on this drive, it seems like. Let's see what happens. As they try doing something, I think it's going to work out. I think Washington's going to go ahead and they have a chance to win this game. Washington is favored by 7-point margin. 14-10 New York. High snap handed off to Thompson. Thompson's going to get down to the 45-yard line, so it'll be a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 now. Thompson with the rush and a high snap. Webster with the tackle. And with it being 2nd and 4, Washington trying to get that momentum. Trying to win this game. They hand it off to Thompson again, and Thompson's going to get nowhere. And now would be 3rd and 4. Devondre Campbell with the tackle. 14-10 New York. 3rd and 4 down to 45. So if New York can stop them here, they just need a touchdown, and it might be. They just need to stop them here, and actually might see the game as long as they don't let up. Senior's pass is caught and stopped before the first down marker. It'll be 4th and inches. Jordan Reed on the reception, but Deshaun Shale. That's a net pocket pass. Deshaun Shale. That's easy. Stopping him from making the clutch tackle there. It will now be 4th and inches. Does Washington go for it? I don't think so, but last time we were in an inches situation, even though it was 3rd down, they made it. They go for here, there's a high chance of making it, and no, they won't. They will go safe out and punt it. Down 14-10, they will punt it off to New York, who just scored a touchdown on them. And once again, that will be stopped at their own 20, out of bounds. No, not be out of bounds, it'll be a touchback. And 1st and 10 for New York. Now it's on 20-yard line, so drive 80 yards. If they score a touchdown here, it could be game over, but they still have a half. They still have another quarter to play. Do not let off. That's all. That's all you really need to do is not let off. So what's gonna happen here? Last time both teams scored, or a team scored, they had to punt the ball. Washington had to punt the ball for now their second. No, they scored last. They scored on their last possession, not like this last possession. And there's another face mask, 91 Kerrigan. I am horrible. That was a horrible commentating segment right there. My bad. But like I was saying though, so far both teams, after both times they have scored, they had to punt the ball away. Does the trend continue? Washington, after scoring the field goal, had to punt the ball away on that drive. They just did it on. And New York, when they first scored their touchdown, they tied it up. They had to punt the ball away to Washington. So now, did they punt the ball away to Washington on this drive, or did they score a field goal at least? 14-10. New York up 157 total yards. New York is leading on the rushing yards, but I don't think the passing is yet. There's another negative yard passing, and you see 48 yards passing there. They're doing short plays. It's not really helping them, but it is wasting time off the clock, which is somewhat good. Pass to Golden Tate is caught, just got double teamed by Borden and Foreman. Just a wrong decision. They knew they were, like, Borden and Norman were going to cover Tate, and he should have saw that. He should have saw that, and he didn't, which will not lead to the handoff to Barkley. See, the passing yards, though, is led by Washington of 88 with New York's 35. Hands off to Barkley, and Barkley's going to truck through multiple men and get down to the 50-yard line. And that'll be 3rd and 4 down at midfield, so last time they were around here, they got sacked. Now it's possession after they scored their first touchdown. 3rd and 4 for New York. They have to get to the 45.5-yard line. Go, pass caught, first down. Jukes a man, that's Barkley. And now we're beginning in the 3rd quarter. This game really not getting as much hype as I thought it would, but you know. Holcomb with a tackle. And now that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. So if the Giants can get a touchdown here, that will probably seal the game. But I just hate to stop them, man. They didn't right there. Barkley with the sick juke right there. With now 5 seconds to go. That'll be the ending play of the 3rd. So coming to the next quarter, and just score by quarter. Redskins will have the 0 points in the 3rd on just 1 drive. So the Giants win here. That'll be the first time. That'll be the 2nd time they ever beat the Redskins in the custom season, and the first time they shut out the Redskins. They beat the Redskins twice. They won both games, but right now it's last time New York was in this situation of 14-10. They lost 6 unanswered points. Now it's against Detroit. I want to say they let up 6 unanswered points. I think they did. Barkley with a run up the middle, first down, jukes out a man, and gets down to the 28-yard line. I think he juked out Yale Former, but now starting to get more yards out there. It's really good. 1st and 10, New York. He had to get to, looks like the 30-yard line, just juked out. He juked out someone. We see that again on the juke. It wasn't Former, it was, I think, Collins.
Go now. 8, read.
Here we go now. And they have a 5 minute and 30 seconds left. They pass to Ingram. Ingram finds open field and gets down to the 5-yard line.
We got this.
Evan Ingram for 19 yards. Reception puts New York on the 5-yard line for first and goal. I thought this was for sure going to be a touchdown, but Former is just there. And that's really what stops, because if he jukes, he's going to get tackled by 56. So he might as well just by Foster. So he might as well just take the tackle. Go by Former.
we go, here we go.
So now, first and goal at the 5-yard line. Looking to score a touchdown here. They need the touchdown here. Barkley, another face mask. This will put them up on a new set of downs.
Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
Now down at the 1-yard line. Half a distance to the goal. Down to 1. It'll be first and goal for New York. Washington needs a stop here, and they need to stop them on first through third goal. Have them to kick a field goal so Washington can at least tie it up. If they don't, then Washington needs to score quick, get an onside, or if they don't onside, they need to then stop New York. Tate in motion. They go to pass. Senior scrambling still. And gets his way, almost, no! That'll be second and goal. So they got lucky there. They spotted him where he slid, and it was at the 1-yard line. Could have been a touchdown, but I guess he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to force the risk to fumble this. So now Barkley back in the backfield, 4 wideouts. Back to pass again, pass. Almost picked off two Washington Redskins there, but can't seem to hold on to the ball. Now be third and goal. Wait, hold on. Oh, I thought he was talking about my racing league. So now third and goal at the 1-yard line. They just need 1 yard. They need 1 yard. That is it. They need 1 yard on this. Third and goal. Back to pass. Pass. Caught by a flag.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Oh, illegal touching will be leading to a 4th down. Ellison. Ellison had illegal touching, and there will be 4th and goal, so that touchdown will be coming back. Unfortunately, just be coming back, and 4th and goal for New York. They have to set up for the field goal, which is good for Washington. They luckily got that penalty. I don't know what the illegal touching was for. I don't know if he touched the out of bounds and came back in, or what, or touched the receiver, but instead of leading to a touchdown 21-10, they will lead to a field goal, and that's actually good for Washington. That is good for Washington. So up by a touchdown now. Last time these two teams met, it was a 28-24 game. It was actually really good. That was at MetLife. Now it's in FedEx Field. The second to last game of the week. Second to last game of this regular season before we hit to the postseason. It's been a fast-moving week, I'll tell you that too. Fast-moving season, I should say. Dragosas kicks it down to the Redskins. And Axel is going to take this one out from the end zone, and they'll get to the 23-yard line. 4-7 up to go in the 4th in the game so far. Giants had a game-tying field goal. They've had 2 game-winning drives, but they've also had, I believe, 2 drives that were game-winning for the opposing side. One that was Arizona, and one that was Detroit. So 17-10. What happens here? Well, it'll be funny if the Giants and... Well, it's actually 3rd seed against... Going either against... It's actually 2nd seed. No, it's 3rd seed going against 5th seed, so... That's a rush for there. But so if the Washington Redskins win, then they have a chance to face Detroit, who they won to already this season. Looking to win again. That was back in, I believe, week 3, those two teams met. And it was a 41-38 loss back in the 2019 custom season, which was the first ever video on this, not the 2020 custom season, but the whole YouTube doing custom season. Pass up the middle, caught the Slayer, hit, big hit after by Deshaun Shale, but now coming near the 3-minute mark, Washington driving down the field. So this is why you need to score that touchdown, and this is why it was awesome for Washington to get that, to have Washington to be lucky to have the Giants get an illegal touching penalty. But week 3 is when the Lions and Washington Redskins faced, and the Washington Redskins dominated the Lions. They won. Actually, no, they didn't dominate. It was actually another close game, but they won 31-24 that time. Big pass up the middle, caught! Slayer Axel down the side, near the sideline, and not tackled out of bounds. Surprisingly, it'll be 1st and 10 for Washington. So now you let them score a touchdown quick. It'll be tied unless they go for the 2-point and make it. Kavan Webster with tackle. Yes, English down to a D, up to a D plus, D minus. So that is good. That's what I needed. What I needed. So now I'm maybe having a chance to excuse the things, whatever. And that'll be Thompson. Yep, it'll be Thompson getting nowhere on the rush, and one more play. I think unless they let the clock run out, one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line, so it looks like Washington just trying to waste clock now. With 2:03 to go in the 4th. And a quick pass, this one to Axel, and Axel will be tackled whenever. And now 17-10 Washington, not Washington, 17-10 New York. So it's going to be becoming a good game. Down the 19-yard line. 3rd and 10. Junior the drop back. He has to pass it. It is incomplete. First incompletion of the day for Junior, and now they need this 4th down conversion unless they plan on trying to stop New York. Ball 3 to timeouts. What? I don't even know what he was throwing to at that point. I think it might have been Thompson. We saw at the end of that replay, but I don't even know who he was throwing to. That was just way off. No, they go for it. They have to make it to the 9. They have to make it to the 9.5-yard line for a 1st down. Junior drops back, passes, caught! Jordan Reed for the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line now for Washington as they try to get a comeback from behind and possibly win this game. No huddle. Minute 30 to go. They snap it. Junior runs with it. Open field touchdown, Washington. The 2nd touchdown of the day for Washington and its quarterback. With Donald Penn celebrating with his quarterback, and now it will be a 17-16 game, but will that leave enough time on the clock for New York? Will that leave enough time on the clock for New York to win this game? They have a minute 26 left, but we said that. But we did say that when they were facing Dallas week 3, and Dallas choked through a pick. New York was able to win with two touchdowns. A minute 26 to go. So all 3 timeouts for both teams. As the Washington Redskins looking to try and stop this New York Giants team who scored a field goal last time. A field goal is all they need to win as long as it's not too close to the end. Senior with almost should have 2 passing touchdowns, but with the illegal touching, you know, this game would not be a 17-17 game if it wasn't for that penalty. It would have been a 21-17 game, and with less time on the clock too. Most likely. Axel back deep to return. As Hopkins will kick this, no, May will kick this one away. Turns it at the 6-yard line. He'll get tackle, breaks the tackle, and gets down to the 21-yard line. So a minute 22 left. All 3 timeouts is what they have for New York. Minute 17 to go. No, minute 22 to go. My bad. So what's going to happen here, I have no clue, but we obviously know that this team is good on the passing. They threw a pick. They threw a touchdown. They ran for a touchdown.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
What does Kelly seem to do? They have to gain 79 yards for touchdown. Have to get to the 40-yard line for a field goal. Pass deep. That is Golden Tate. Gets down to the 36-yard line. They have to get to the 40-yard line in Redskin territory to at least win this game. But let's see what happens. Golden Tate, his 3rd reception of the night. Landon Collins with the tackle, and now no huddle with with now 58 seconds to go. Senior runs it up the middle, gets a first down, and fights his way to the 49-yard line. So 9 yards to go before they're at the, looks like they'll possibly be at the field goal mark for Oliver Grossos. But do they kick the field goal though? Time rolls down to 35 seconds. New York with the no huddle as they try to get down. The first down timeout is called by New York. Very odd to take a timeout late, so possibly because they want, hopefully not to kick a field goal, but possibly because they want to try and get this one away. Try and get this one good. Obviously the kick would not be good if they try to go for a field goal here. But we've seen some stupid plays by this team, and I guarantee we'll see more of them later on in the postseason. See the pass, that pass up the middle to Sterling Shepard in field goal range. Timeout immediately called. 17-all, New York looking to win again against this Redskins squad that put them under their worst season, even though it's still a great season by Washington, looking to put them against statistically one of the record-wise one of the worst seasons. It was 14-2, which they had twice. The best was a 16-0 season, and now with 20 seconds left, just begin. You see the clock roll. Bostic with his 2nd tackle, as long as he, unless if he misses, which is kind of not gonna happen. 9 seconds to go. They run out. They better call the time. As it goes soft, so they kick it up. Timeout called by Washington to ice the kicker. Five seconds to go. They iced the kicker, but we've all known that icing really does not do anything. This is going to be for the win. This kick is okay. Well, I'm not even gonna say that again. I don't know what's going on right now. I hope the game did not freeze. This is for the win. New York trying to lock this spot into the 6th seed of the NFC playoffs. Kick is up, and it's good. New York will lock its way into the 6th seed. New York's gonna make the playoffs. Wow, just an amazing not even come from behind win, just tied 17-17. Washington's defense can't stop the passing game, and New York's gonna win again. They come back after the heartbreak loss against Detroit, and they would be the 6th seed. So now Washington will probably go down to the 4th seed, because the Saints, they'll go up, even though these teams have not met. The Saints will, no, they'll still be the 3rd seed. End of the game, so they have to get a game-winning touchdown here, and they do not. New York clinches his way to the 6th seed of the playoffs. No other team can make it now. Carolina lost. That was their only chance, and then I don't think I do not think 49ers were out, even if they did win, because they were 6-8. And then Seattle won, but they lost to. They did lose to New York in week 4. The Redskins score a touchdown, but the Giants score 6 in the 4th. New York tries their best, and they do deliver for their fans. New York, for the first time in 2 seasons, the first time since the 2018 custom season, will make the playoffs. And will be the 6th seed, just like they were when they were yeah. So, New York has beaten Washington. They'll go ahead and face just a little break game for their starters, if they even rest their starters. And Kelly Sr. will push this Giant team, beats his original team that released him in the offseason twice, and will beat the Washington Redskins 20-17. I am your commentator, GU_YT. Hope you all enjoyed. Giants make their way to the 6th seed of the playoffs. They'll be facing the Dallas Cowboys either later tonight or tomorrow. Our final score of this one: Giants 20, Redskins 17. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in week 17.